What's going on, dudes and dudettes? A lot of reading in this Chargers update after week 2, so hopefully you won't miss my face too much in this video. But yeah, it's once again another meeting between Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll, even going back to Pete Carroll's USC days and Harbaugh up there in Stanford. I believe Carroll might have a little bit of an edge ever since the NFL. But when it comes to the game on Monday night, yes, the Chargers were able to get that victory. 20-9, yeah, a little bit surprising just because they were only scored 3 points after halftime. They were leading 17-6, but that defense definitely stepped up. And yes, they are 2-0 on the season, and they are first in the AFC West. Their first 2 victories are in the AFC West too, so they definitely have the highest odds according to PFF to even win the division too, which is really awesome to see. But yeah, sadly, Khalil Mack, one of their leaders on defense, did dislocate his elbow. He luckily avoided season-ending injury, but I guess it looks like he is going to be on. They said at first he was going to be out for a couple weeks, but now it looks like he's officially going to be on IR. So I'm pretty sure they're going to try to trade for another player at that position, at the edge player, or hopefully there's somebody out there on the street that hasn't been signed yet. But either way, looking for some new faces out there for the Chargers on defense. And speaking of that defense, yes, apparently the Chargers joined the Packers as the only teams to have yet give up a first half touchdown this season, which is pretty crazy. And then the Chargers against the Raiders, they had 15 passes defended, 6 tackles for losses, 3 takeaways, and 0 touchdowns allowed. No team had ever hit all these marks in a game since both passes defended and tackles for a loss were first tracked in 1999. The Chargers had 7 players with multiple passes defended. That tied the most in a game since the stat was first tracked in 1999. And the insane performance by linebacker Deion Henley, who apparently had 101-degree fever and chills before the game, but he stepped up, had 10 tackles, a sack, 2 pass breakups, 2 tackles for loss, and an interception as well. Even Geno Smith, he did not complete any of his 12 pass attempts over 10 yards against the Chargers, and he also threw 3 interceptions. At that time, he became the only quarterback since 2016 to attempt at least 10 downfield passes in the game without a completion. And then their kicker, Cameron Dicker, made NFL history. He's the highest field goal percentage, minimum 100 attempts, which is really awesome for him. Now, Herbert is top 5 in the NFL in passing yards right there. Third, even Daniel Jones, ex-Duke player, is right above him in second, which is pretty cool. And according to DraftKings, they say after 2 weeks, their top 10 quarterback, Justin Herbert, leads that way, which is pretty crazy. And then also the playoff chances in the AFC, the Chargers have the 3rd best chance at 87.6 to make the playoffs, according to Sports Line. So yeah, a lot of good positive stuff right now for the Chargers. Hopefully that does continue. They get another divisional game this weekend against Denver, but at least it will be home for the first time officially this season. So hoping for another victory against another AFC West opponent.